Robert, they said, you can't pull that trailer with a half-ton. Oh, they don't know me too well, do they? Here's why. Yeah, this is only a half-ton, but you got to remember, back in the 80s and 90s, a 3/4 ton truck weighed 5,000 pounds. It had, even with a big block, it had 230, 250 horse, maybe 300 foot-pounds of torque. Well, this, with the 5.3, even when it was stock, wink wink, it was 355. And torque was probably similar. And it also weighs 5,000 pounds. You go, yeah, but springs. Well, we've taken care of that too. With this road active suspension, you can see an extra set of springs there that you adjust sitting on top of the coils. And them dudes really work. They're pricey, but they really work. The other thing that makes it all possible is something the RV guys use. A weight distribution hitch. And you see these arms here that pre-tension by the means of this chain and adjustable arm that can preload the truck. And like a gooseneck puts the weight over the axle, or a bumper pull puts it right on the bumper. This, think of these as the handles of a wheelbarrow. When you pull up on them, what happens? The front of the thing goes down. Well, that's what happens here. You can adjust this to the point where you even make the front end of the truck squat. So instead of the bumper pull making the front end light, affecting your steering and braking, this helps it. And see that big tractor there in the barn? I've hauled in on it, no problem. Yeah, you're not going to run 80 down the interstate with it, you know, but you'll get there just fine. Now this trailer empty weighs 3,400 pounds. And the truck is rated to pull somewhere in the 10-ish range. So, you know, of course, there's always an asterisk there that says when properly equipped. Of course, GM never really tells you what that means. I think this is what it means, because this works really good. Of course, tomorrow. And this is what watching Facebook Marketplace will do for you. It gives you another piece of 50-year-old equipment to unload. If I can. Well, got it unloaded without any casualties. That's always a good thing. As you can tell, it is a sickle mower, a 7-footer John Deere 350 that I can start cutting hay with. It was kind of hard to tell what it was when it was upside down and backwards on the trailer, but that's how the people loaded it for me. So, but it's pretty much complete. Got to put a belt on it, a new PTO shaft. But other than that, it seems to all be there and functional. But We'll find out when we hook it up. Okay, it's the next day, and I've done a little cleaning up on the mower. Got the guards off of it, and got that half a PTO shaft off of there. And it's not like anything I've ever seen on farm equipment, but then I hadn't seen a whole lot of it this vintage. 18 splines, 1.25" shaft. Hopefully when I find one, it's not made out of unobtainium or something, or Chinesium. But anyway, it come apart pretty good. I'm going to have to look at some online manuals. I really don't see a place offhand to tighten the belt. You would think you got to be able to get these two pulleys further away from each other, and unless this piece of pipe is threaded like a different threads on each end, I don't see how they did it. But I guess that's what manuals are for. But the rest of it is looking pretty good. After I got the fire ants off of it and did some scraping, I think it'll be all right. I just got to find a drive shaft. I've already found a belt online, and out here at the end you typically have what's called a mold board, and it'll come back like this, and from where you're cutting, that leaves a spot here where there's no hay laying. That leaves a spot for this to ride without bunching up everything. So I found one of them. They're new. You can get them for 70 bucks or so. The belt's about 50. So far so good. All the teeth and the guards are good. I can get those at Tractor Supply. They're next to nothing. And would you believe that these same teeth, yeah, there's some oddballs here and there, but most of these are the same as they are on the old horse-drawn ones. And even some of the modern combines are, depending on the crop they're cutting, use the same thing. So it must be good, right? So why improve something that ain't broke? But the rest of it looks pretty good. I think my $500 was well spent. So I'll keep you posted when the parts come in. Well guys, that's all for today. So thanks for stopping by, and if you got time next time, I'll leave the gate open for you.